Okay, so here we are in Hue, or Hue as the locals like to pronounce it. It's very relaxed. It's overcast, which is quite a new experience since we've been having a lot of hot weather for the last 2-3 weeks in Vietnam. And now as we head up north, which we're kind of in the middle at the moment, it's a lot cooler. It's kind of averaging 20 degrees, and from what we've heard, Hanoi is going to be a lot colder when we get up there. And then Sapa in the further north is probably averaging about 10 or 12 degrees. So we don't have much cold weather gear, but we'll see how it goes. So thoughts for the last week or two. Vietnam's a great place. It's very relaxed. There just seems a lot to do. There's so many interesting places. We've just spent a week in Hoi An, old ancient river village with so much interesting kind of architecture and people. Of course, we bought some clothes there as well, which is fantastic. But generally, a really nice place, and it just feels there are a lot of layers to Vietnam in terms of obviously of the kind of the history with the war with America and the French, and before that. But the people are just really interesting to know, and they're all kind of very interested in where we come from, our story, what we're doing, and what our thoughts are of Vietnam at the moment. So I think I'd like to come back here again and spend a lot more time here. It seems like even though we're spending 3-4 days at a time at different places, it seems that we could spend a lot longer and just really kind of peel back different layers of kind of the history and the culture, and just spend more time with a lot of people here.
I'm feeling a little stressed, to be honest. We've had such a wonderful time these last 2 weeks in Vietnam. It's been really, really special. Ho Chi Minh, Saigon was the first city that we actually really liked, and then we had 5 days there and then 5 days in Hoi An, which we loved, the ancient city of Hoi An, and we really got settled there and found food that we really enjoyed. And it made me realize while we were there that contrary to what we're trying to prove with this trip, the more settled you are, the more stable your blood sugar is. I suppose that's why a lot of diabetics don't travel. It's very possible to travel, but it is more challenging when you're moving on all the time, because for example, we found these amazing whole wheat rolls in Hoi An that totally agreed with my blood sugar, and we had them every day for lunch, and I knew exactly what to predict. And now we can't find any bread at all, so we've been eating noodles, which my blood sugar doesn't like as much. And now we've been in Hue for 3 days, which has been great and very relaxing. But now we're on this crazy mission up north. We're taking an overnight bus tonight, and then we're taking an overnight train the next night with no space in between because we're running out of days. And then we have 3 nights in Sapa up north, which is supposed to be amazing. Then another overnight train to get back to Hanoi, and then 2 days in Ha Long Bay because it's also supposed to be amazing. Then 1 night in Hanoi, and then to Indonesia. Crazy, Indonesia. And I don't know how we did this, but we were really slow and easy in the beginning, and now we want to see all these things, and there doesn't seem to be enough time. So I'm feeling a little bit stressed.